I start with this question. In today's Africa, especially Nigeria, what does it mean to stay? Staying is often framed as endurance, suffering, or even failure. Living, on the other hand, is often framed as ambition. But what if we have misunderstood both? What if staying is not weakness, but a political choice? There is a dangerous assumption that we must challenge, and that is the fact that people who stay, they stay because they lack alternatives. But that is not always true. Many Africans who stay are educated, globally exposed, they have opportunities, they do not lack opportunities. Yet they remain, not because they are naive, not because they like suffering, but I think because they understand something very fundamental, that nations do not build themselves, especially in the absence of patriotic citizens. And that's why I think staying is very political, because you pay taxes into broken systems, you raise children in imperfect institutions and situations, you interact daily with governance failure. For me, to stay is to constantly negotiate power. It is to refuse total withdrawal and to insist on presence. And presence matters because power fears engaged citizens more than absent ones. Ironically, those who stay carry the heaviest burden. I mean, they are told, you're wasting your potential. Why didn't you leave? There are endless opportunities abroad. Yet, they are also expected to fix the system, hold the leaders accountable, and build the institutions. But I think this contradiction is unfair. Staying should not mean you carrying the entire weight of reform of Africa alone on your shoulders. Let us be clear. Staying is not noble suffering. It is not glorifying hardship. It is not rejecting comfort. Staying in a system that is not reformed is merely stagnation. Therefore, I think the politics and decision to stay must be tied to several things, amongst which is demanding accountability, holding our leaders accountable, building new systems and structures, and building alternatives. Otherwise, staying becomes silent consent. Africans have mastered survival. What we must now do is to activate our citizenship. A citizenship that questions budget, demands transparency, protects institutions, and punishes incompetence. Because staying only matters when it evolves from endurance to engagement, and that is where politics, true politics, begins. We must understand that political reforms does not start with slogans, it starts with uncomfortable participations, voting, organizing, speaking, resisting the normalization of failure in our society. Those who stay must insist that leadership is service and not privilege, because silence benefits dysfunction and engagement threatens it. And I think we must also redefine success. Success cannot only mean living, earning foreign currency, external validation. Success must also include building local institutions, creating viable institutions, and making Africa functional. Because a nation can never outsource its dignity. Staying is not easy, and living is not evil, but I'm sure that a nation cannot build without presence. Africa does not only need its diaspora, it needs those who stay to design, to demand, and to defend its systems. Staying is not the end of the journey. I very much believe it is the beginning of responsibility. I'd like to know what you think, and please put in the comment section whether you like to stay or to leave, and why did you stay and why did you leave. It's important for Africa to get it right, and we will get it right.